So I'm Andrea Carbine, and I'm the Senior Director from New Venture Advisors. I'll be the project lead for the feasibility study.
Well, now that you've gotten to tour the inside of the building, I guess, what are your initial thoughts? What goes through your head at this point right now?
Yeah, so for us, the physical inspection is the very first step for the site evaluation. So, what we're looking for in terms of physical evaluation is just structurally, is the building sound, and what are the major detriments? So things like the water damage, the asbestos remediation, etc. And then we do a plan review and a community review, and then that will make our final determination of viability of the building. From a gut perspective, after doing just the site inspection part, the structure of the building is fairly sound. There's clearly water damage and asbestos and some other contaminants around the property, but overall the physical site itself is a viable site that could be remediated and rebuilt. We usually group buildings in 3 categories. So there's poor, acceptable, and ideal. This building would fall into the middle grouping, so acceptable. So probably, slightly higher than middle. New build structures that are supporting the functionality that we're looking at for a project of this type fall anywhere between 17 and 20 million, which I know is a very big range, but that's generally for a semi-urban setting. That would be a fair range for a new structure. Remediation tends to add about 15 to 30% cost on top of that because of the demolition. Remediation adds a little bit more. We have to conduct the feasibility in order to see whether this particular concept is viable, but there is certainly the opportunity and potential to reuse this building, and there's clear community sentiment and interest to support that, which is absolutely one of the most integral pieces. So this project has a great first step and a good foundation. It will need champions, and it will need a really viable concept and idea that's been well vetted with the stakeholders. But overall, there's a good starting entry gate to get this moving.